Okay. You are listening to Erik Waddell Pause. This is episode 13, Universal Skill Body. Today I will speak about one of the 5 universal skills from our STAR framework. I will speak about the skill body. The 5 universal skills are universal because they are present in every emotional situation there is. They are sort of like characteristics or facets of our emotions. And as we learn to identify them, we will gain greater control and more options. Body is one of the most central skills we can learn. Our bodies are present in every emotional situation, and every emotional situation has a physical aspect to it. When describing this universal skill of body, I will do so against a backdrop of something contemporary, something all of us must think about right now. In different places of the world, there are states of collective panic going on. There is social unrest, polarization, and even if we are in a country or in a region where the social unrest has not become quite as severe, still we have the fear that it will develop even here. If we are brave for a moment and just visually call to mind what it would be like to be in a state of collective panic. When collective panic breaks out, words will no longer have much meaning. Communication breaks down, as you could hear in my voice just now when I started stuttering. Collective panic is a very physical phenomenon. It is not a coincidence that a lot of people have started working out and growing muscle. As communication breaks down, we feel that we have to depend on our bodies to a greater degree. So, what is this universal skill body? What is there to learn there? Our bodies are present in every situation, and our body always feels one way or another. Maybe you are familiar with the term introspection or body scanning, or maybe mindfulness, maybe meditation, maybe you have done relaxation exercises, maybe you have been to massage, maybe you internalize and think about how your body feels whilst you are working out. All of these are examples of when we do some introspection into our bodies, and they are all good. As collective panic breaks out, all the time we have spent familiarizing ourselves with our bodies will be time well spent. As collective panic breaks out, you will become dizzy. You will get tunnel vision. You will notice that your movements become quick, irregular, and erratic. There will be screaming. And you and everyone around you will desperately look for solutions and pathways and objectives, such as micro goals. As I am speaking about this, about internalizing, feeling how our body feels, and collective panic, I'm thinking about what is a realistic bar to set. What is a realistic goal to set against this backdrop? And I'm thinking that this show is called Erik Waddell Pause. And in emotional situations, pausing is everything. The best thing about pausing is that we only have to pause for a second, and it can have the greatest effect on the outcome. We can pause for but 1 second, and it can have the greatest effect on the outcome. Emotions have a large effect on us as they are uninterrupted. And most of the damaging effects of emotions happen as an emotion grows larger and larger without ever being interrupted. However, if we can pause for but 1 second in a key moment, it can make all the difference for if the outcome goes bad or good. So, as I have spoken now on internalizing and body, to feel how your body feels, I want you to take with you that you only need to be able to pause for a second. You only need to internalize and feel how your body feels for a second. All I am asking of you is 1 second. If you can pause for 1 second at key moments, you will become emotionally much more powerful. Your emotional health will significantly become better. 1 second. Pause for 1 second. When nobody else is pausing. When everybody else is panicking, rushing, screaming, fighting. If you pause for 1 second, then you will have options. And options is the goal. As I'm speaking about this now, I have tried to really visualize collective panic. I think that you, the listener, will have the same sensation as you have listened to me. You will probably feel a slight panicky feeling as you have listened to me. And if you have, then that is very good. You are in contact with a form of preparation. And I want you to, as you are listening to me right now, wrapping up this episode, I want you to just a couple of times just pause for a second and stop listening to me, even though I'm keeping on talking. So I want you to sometimes just stop listening, just for a second. and instead feel how your body feels. And if you can manage to pause for a second and just feel how your body feels right now, any kind of sensation, how your head feels, how your breathing feels, your heart, your chest, your sense of weight, the soles of your foot, your hands, your throat, your gaze, your mouth. Are you dry in your mouth? Any of these is great. The sheer act of internalizing in your body for 1 second and just having a sensation, a bodily sensation, will give you for a moment the option to choose where you want to go. The moment you recognize how you are feeling in your body, you get the freedom to choose other than the rest. So, in conclusion, I am sorry if this episode was intense. It was intense for me, and if you have made it all the way to the end here, I guess it will have been intense for you as well. It's not easy or funny to think about something as serious as collective panic. It's terrible. There's a reason for why we never think about these things. It's extremely hard. So yeah, I hope this episode, this sort of exercise and explanation about the universal skill body gave you something. And you just need to pause for 1 second. That's all you need. Nothing fancy. You don't have to be perfect. Just pause for a second when no one else is. And you will have options to choose. I think that's it. Do you have anything you want to ask or wondering?
Yeah. You talked today about collective, what do you call it?
Collective panic.
Yeah, exactly, collective panic. And I just thought about that. I'm just gonna think for a moment. Yeah, if let's say you're in a small group of people, it can be your workplace or your family, or if you're in a big group of people, like on the town, or just in a group of people, and you feel like you're one of few who does pause, or maybe sometimes even the only one. But you know this, you're aware that you maybe are one of few or the only one that pauses. You're aware of it. That can feel a bit lonely or something like that. Do you have something to say about that?
That is a very good perspective. So, the loneliness feeling that comes from being one of the few, or maybe the only one, pausing in a situation when nobody else is. That sense of loneliness is how responsibility feels.
That's good.
Responsibility often feels like loneliness. And when it comes to this, each of us has to decide for themselves if it's worth it. It's not something that is completely clear. We have to decide for ourselves if we want to bear the feeling or stand the feeling of loneliness as we blaze the trail or break the pattern or help the group to move in a better direction. Going first is supposed to be lonely. So if no one is prepared to feel lonely for a few moments, then the group will never have a chance.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you're thinking about, or on top of that?
No, it was a great answer.
Okay.
Or a great thought.
Thank you.